Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the voice of hardcore boxing. Let's take this coat off. Well, there's a lot gone on in the last 24 hours, so I'm going to throw my 2 pence into the mix. This is how I look at it at the moment, right? It's a shit feast, isn't it? Utter shit feast. Jotted a few things down this morning. I don't really know what to say really, but if Dillian Whyte does not fight Tyson Fury or doesn't sign for this fight, his reputation is in tatters. He will be known as the CANT man. Anybody who wants it can't get it. And here's the reason why. These are just some of the fights that Dillian Whyte's knocked off on. Caballel didn't want to fight him, but offered it for the European title. Louis Fury, Ergovic, Joyce, Wilder twice, Ortiz twice. I've heard 3 times, but somebody else said to me, no, it was twice, and the other one was just a bit of chat. So we'll give him 2 on that, but I've heard 3. Pulev, we all know what happened with Pulev's situation, don't we? He pulled out after Eddie Hearn lost purse bid. $1 billion Eddie, who had $1 billion war chest, doing an interview a week before saying he had loads of money. Well, that didn't happen, did it? Then we've got Brazil, Anthony Joshua rematch at Wembley in front of 90,000 for 4 belts on an Eddie Hills show. You know Eddie Hills, don't you? The 4-0 Iceman, 3 by way of 75% KO ratio Eddie's got, but we've got no footage of it. Otto Wallin, and now stalling on the Fury fight. Now I'll come to that in a minute. Let's just add them up. Let's just add them up. I don't know how to work calling here. Keeps moving to right. Oh, hang on, you just nip it up, don't you? That better. Let's just add them up. Hey, let's add them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 fights if you count Wilder twice and Ortiz twice. 11 different fighters if you count Ortiz once and Wilder once. That is unbelievable. But let's have a look who Dillian Whyte has beaten. Dave Allen took fight on short notice, novice at the time. Fat as a pig Michelin man. Ian Lewinson, another one who took the fight at short notice. Vacant British title. Fatter than a pig Michelin man. In fact, he was a big fat sow on night. Malcolm Tam, old man. Robert Elenius, a life and death with him. Dave Allen put him to Kipping sparring Elenius in Finland. Lucas Big Daddy Brown, bigger than anybody's daddy. Another 20-odd Clemmer, another old man, 40-odd-year-old. Parker the Stinkinator, life and death. Life and death. Hanging on for dear life at the end of that fight. Marius Vac, an old man. Povetkin, an even older man. And he put him to kick. He had to have 2 bites at Cherry. Rematch Povetkin, fair enough, he beat him in rematch after he'd had COVID. And then he's had 2 Del Boy lives and death. First one, I thought he got beaten. Second one, he was getting flogged in, and he pulled it out with left hook. This man has limited ability, but he has marketed himself correctly. He's like all the usual people hula hooping like Coogan. Coogan, you hula hoop White, because he does views. That's what you do. People like you, Coogan, have gave him the platform, which is there's no wrong with that. You've got to earn a few quid. But the PR, the image, the views and all that don't match the fucking CV. He's got a vacant British title. Vacant British title to his name. Do you know what I mean? That's what that is. Bullshit. I'm coming to the rest of it in a minute. How the fuck is this man even in the mix for a WBC title, the greatest title in the whole world, babe? How is he even in the mix? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Tyson Fury would tax Dillian Whyte's broke ass. He'd tax him. Look, it'd be food and drink for Tyson Fury, wouldn't it? And you, it'd be food, it'd be target practice all night long. Look, you've been sold a dud. All you boxing fans out there have been sold a dud. All you Dillian Whyte bumlicks. Hatman strikes back YouTube. You've not put a video out in 4 days. You've gone silent. You're not showing your loyalty to Eddie Hills because you fucking know Hatman. You know your boxing, lad. I listen to your stuff. You know your boxing, Hatman. And you know that if Dillian Whyte does not fight Tyson Fury, well, it's Skid Row. Skid Row. As for sporting icons, he's showing his loyalty. He needs an operation to have his head removed out of Dillian Whyte's arsehole. Jesus Christ. I don't want to hear any more about over 1,000 days mandatory. Look, I'm not even going to bother putting screenshots up. I put the screenshots up in previous videos. When Whyte were going back this 1,000 days, he was third. There were Ortiz and Ruiz before him. He's never been mandatory. He's never been called as a mandatory. Look, a WBC silver belt don't mean you're mandatory. An interim belt don't mean the mandatory is going to be called. Povetkin put all that to bed anyway when he iced him. He put him into orbit. You know, we're talking about a man here that's had a 2-year drug ban. Yeah, 2-year drug ban. Came back. Yeah, we know what happened. Had a few knockovers. Fought Joshua, got put to kick. B sample, what's that? Is that 3.5 years? I don't know how long does that B sample? That's been missing ages, hasn't it? Then we've got the glove issue. Look, there's fraudulent people, there's cheats, and there's the lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. The can man, anybody that wants it can't get it. Listen, the only lone wolf this country's ever had is Carl Froch, let me tell you. Back to back. Roadmen killers, back to back. Line them up. Fucking roadman, fucking lone wolf, can man. Look at that. How much more can we take? How much more can boxing fans take of this nonsense? How much more? I wonder if it's lighting. Fucking. Is that better? That's a bit better, isn't it? How much more can we take? And that I don't even want to hear about this arbitration shit. I can't say anything because of arbitration. What a load of shit. The fight's agreed. The WBC want you to just get on with it. Look, Dillian Whyte, you're a messer. A messer. Calling everybody a coward. It's unbelievable. I can't believe it. And then we've got his fake brother, him who went on Sky Sport. This is what sort of man this Dean Whyte character is. Isn't that right, Dean? Get your birth certificate, Dean. I mean, you'll get at it. Let's see your birth certificate first. This Dean Whyte character, right? We can't shut him up on social media. We can't shut him up. He just couldn't help himself, could he, yesterday? He had to pipe up, didn't you? Wesley Snipes. So Luther Vandross piped up, didn't he, and said that Frank Warren don't put stadium fights on and he don't know what's happening and he's not in the loop and all that. Fucking do me a favour. You think you'd be jumping for joy, wouldn't you? I mean, you're getting on for 4 years now, screaming you into your 4th year as this mandatory and this avoided roadman, lone wolf and all this. You finally get what you want, record purse bid. If you beat Fury, you get 11.5 million. There's no options with Frank Warren. There's no rematch clauses. You go straight in for undisputed. You're 2 fights away from being up there in lights with Ali, Holyfield, Foreman, Fraser, Sonny Liston, Floyd Patterson, Jack Dempsey, Jack Johnson, Tyson Fury. You're up there. You just got to beat Fury and then Usyk or Joshua. You probably end up with about 30 million for them 2 fights and the undisputed title. If you don't fight Tyson Fury next, you are the biggest fraud in boxing. You're a bigger fraud than Tony Bellew even. At least Bellew turned up for his battles, didn't he, against Big Puncher Stevenson when Bellew weren't really a light heavyweight, where he was boiled down. But that's his own stupid div fault. And he turned up for Usyk knowing he'd get flogged, didn't he, as well? So you've got to give him a bit of credit. But Dillian Whyte, I can't give you credit. I can't give you credit. And what about Matchroom FC? Are they going to put any spin on this? We're all waiting for Spencer Oliver, Darren Barker, Tony Bellew, Chris Lloyd. Oh, you bumlicks from Matchroom. You all gone fucking silent, aren't you? Nobody's got a fucking word to say. Listen, I'm not a massive Bricktop fan, but it's boxing, isn't it? But let me tell you this. However, Bricktop's got this money together, and let me tell you, it's OPM in it, other people's money. I know that. I've been around boxing people for over 7 years. Listen, let me tell you this. They got the money, they got the purse bid, they paid the 10%. So fucking show a bit of respect and help and promote the fight. Fury can't do it all on his own. They need 2 to tango. So this Cold War, nobody wants to put it right, do they? Even if White fights Fury and he doesn't help and promote it. Well, who's advising you? Fucking shithouse. I can't believe it. Shithouse behaviour. Frank Warren's never put a stadium fight on. Fucking hell, been doing it years, hasn't he? Put Eubank Ben on, didn't he? Calzaghe had stadium fights. He's put joint promotions on with stadium fights. Look, Warrington, he put him on, didn't he, in stadium fights. Listen, this is how I look at it, right? 5.6 million sterling. 3.1 million extra. That's 8.7 million if you beat Fury in sterling, or 11.5 million in dollars. Get you sent to Portugal, Dylan. They'll get tax breaks on it, and that's it. You know the score. You know the score. So this is how I look at it. Who is advising Dillian Whyte, eh? And what about Mark Tibbs? He's got to feel a little bit aggrieved, doesn't he? He did all heavy lifting with Dillian Whyte, didn't he? He was on cheekbones of his arse after Joshua beat him. Nobody wanted to train him because he's difficult. Mark Tibbs went 11-0 with him, got him a British title and got him into position. So he should feel aggrieved this morning, Mark Tibbs. But he looks like he's kept his powder dry. He knows how to play the game. But this is how I look at it. All these people in Dillian Whyte's hero and up his arsehole, what are they telling him? What are they telling this man? I don't know, but this is how I look at it, right? It's a shit feast. Where's this B sample anyway? Years and years and years we've been waiting for this fucking B sample. Hey? It doesn't appear to be anywhere, does it? Hey, the missing B sample. I can't wait to get my B sample sweater on when my tailor's done with it and all the rest of it, 55 items of clothing. I'm going to walk around in rags till I get my stuff back. But no, I just leaves a bad taste in my mouth, all this. Leaves a bad taste in my fucking mouth. Hey? Shithousers! Utter shithousers! I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Fucking arbitration, B samples, 2-year bans, 1,000-day mandatories, swerving people. I'm the can man, I'm a lone wolf. Ow, ow, ow. Pulling out of fights, fucking constantly. Let me just remind you all again. Caballel, Hughie Fury, Ergovic, Joe Joyce, Wilder, Ortiz, White, Pulev, Brazil, Joshua rematch, Fury. And before that, Otto Wallin. The people he's been in with, Dave Allen, Ian Lewinson, Malcolm Tan, Elenius, Brown. Parker White perfecting twice. Delboy twice. Utter shite. Shite. We've been fooled. If this man don't fight Tyson Fury next, off with his head. Dillian Whyte, you've got 19 days to sign for this fight, or get the fuck out of boxing. Go on, get out of my fucking face, shithouse.